Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, beings of love, light, goodness, everything that is good. You're just amazing, and I pray that this day is having an amazing you. I pray that you are showing up as your true, authentic self. I pray that you are prioritizing your healing, that you are taking steps every day to become better. Better in your mind, better in your emotions, better in your spirit, and really, really prioritizing your healing. Why? Because if you're not, you will repeat what you are refusing to repair. We repeat what we do not repair. What you are resisting will persist. What we resist persists. You're resisting your healing, so your wounds will continue to persist. Because this is law. This is just how it works. You reap what you sow, karma, whatever you want to call it. This is how it works. Because we live in an vibrational universe. Everything is vibrational and everything is broken down to energy. And where you are energetically is going to be displayed through your life. Period. Whether it be through your kids, whether it be through your spouse and your marriage, whether it be through with your money, your finances, whatever it is, you will repeat, and you are repeating what you are refusing to repair. I've seen this like firsthand. For instance, let's say you come from a family, let's say you were abused as a child. You were physically, mentally, emotionally, verbally abused. And then you grow up and you have kids and you have a wife or a husband, whatever, and you don't necessarily physically or verbally or mentally abuse your spouse or your kids, but you're emotionally unavailable. You don't know how to allow yourself to be vulnerable with your spouse or with your children. You can't say I love you. You can't hug them and kiss them and just be emotionally available. Or it may show up through control. You may be super, super, super controlling of your kids and of your spouse because you don't like because energetically at a point in your life, you experience being out of control and experiencing abuse through you being out of control. So now as an adult, okay, you portray that control and you project it onto your kids and your spouse because that's what you experienced. You were out of control at one point in your life. You were getting abused, you may have been raped, something may have happened to you, and you did not heal, you did not release, you did not let it, I don't want to say let it go. You didn't release the blockages. And this is what happens. We repeat what we don't repair. And although no, it does not have to be repeated in the same manner of that of which it was done to you, but you're going to repeat it. You're going to repeat that shit. Because that's just how it is. And is that fair? Is that fair to your spouse? Is that fair to your kids? And then what happens is you repeat it to your kids and then they grow up and they're fucked up in some sort of way, because you were emotionally unavailable. And a lot of us, we have experienced this, okay? Because our parents' generation, they went through stuff and they didn't, healing and all of that and breaking generational curses and all that, that was not something that was a priority for them. So what happens is they went through a lot of shit and then they pass it down to us in their own way. And then we end up turning to all of these men or women and all of these things in order to find love and acceptance and validation because we didn't get it at home from our parents. And we didn't get it because they didn't get it. And ultimately because they didn't choose to heal. But now, where we are within the state of consciousness, where we are as a collective, healing is becoming a movement. Healing is a movement. Breaking generational curses, especially amongst melanated beings, it's a movement. Because we are rising in consciousness. We are literally rising in consciousness as a collective. And in order to rise up, you have to release all of the things that are holding you back. There's no other way. There's no other way. We have to stop going after the stuff. Stop going after the stuff. Stop going after the money, the houses, the cars, the people, the this, the fame, whatever. Stop. It's not the stuff that's going to make anything better. It's you. It's you healing. That's it. You will repeat what you are refusing to repair. Period. And I know this because I lived it. I lived it. You know? I lived it. I got myself in so many situations, unnecessary stuff that I really did not have to go through, all because I wasn't choosing to heal. I wasn't choosing to get real with myself. I wasn't choosing to dig deep, deep down within my energetic being and see and confront the blockages and the things that were holding me back. I could no longer blame anybody else. I could no longer blame anybody else for where I was. I had to look in the mirror and do the work and invest the time and the finances and the energy into my healing because I knew I was worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I don't want to be walking around here healed and having all these kids and they're broken and stuff and perpetuating that down to their kids and down to their kids. No, my offspring will be blessed because my offspring will be healed and they are healed because I'm healed. That's the only way it works, y'all. That's it. So, it's up to you. The choice is yours. But it has been scientifically proven that when you hang on to things, you perpetuate them. And let's say, well, I'm not really hanging on, right? You may say, I'm not hanging on. I've forgiven and I've let it go and I've moved on. Look, you have to let go and you have to move on. Why? Because the sun's going to rise and the sun's going to set. I tell my clients this all the time. The sun is going to rise and the sun's going to set. So you got to move on. But moving on and letting go and making peace and accepting, those are totally different things. Making peace and accepting comes with healing. It comes with releasing. Okay? I love this quote. And I'm going to kind of end it on this. I love this quote. It says, and I remember reading this and I was just blown away. It says, so many adults living in adult bodies, mimicking adult lives. But that inner child, that broken child is still there. No, it actually, let me rephrase that. It says, so many broken children, so many broken children living in adult bodies, mimicking adult lives, but that broken child is still there. Your inner child is still there, y'all. You are your inner child. You are. That's who you are. You've just created a false ego, adult ego, as a means to avoid the hurt and the wounds from your inner child. And it just doesn't work. It does not work. It doesn't work. It'll work for so long, or you'll think it worked for so long. Can you get a little bit of, success? Yeah, absolutely. Can you, get a lot of things? Yeah, you can get all of that. But will you find peace? Will you find enlightenment? Will you find happiness and contentment? Will you leave this earth knowing I healed? I am leaving this earth as a healed person, as a healed being. I lived my life from a place of wholeness and alignment and healthiness, health and healing, and not wounds and fear. That's the ultimate goal of life. It's not the stuff. It's being whole. Being whole feels good as hell, y'all. This shit feels so good. So good. And so many of you guys will never experience this because you just refuse to heal. So I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this today. And I really want you to really hear. You've got to heal. You will repeat what you refuse to release. What you are resisting will persist. What you resist persists. Heal. This is Ryan here with Releasing the Rise, Ryan Speaks TV. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you like this, and just comment down below. I am repeating what I have not repaired. And if you are healing, then put down below, I've gotten real and I am healed. All right? Peace, love, and light to you. Knowledge of self, I send all of that to you right now. You are love, light, harmonious, and whole. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul. You deserve to be whole and healed. It's your choice. Bye.